Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin wassalatu wassalam ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Muhammad bin Abdullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallim. We are thankful to Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala for the life He has granted us and for this beautiful tour that we are about to conclude, insha'Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala. Alhamdulillah, it has been a 3 days journey. You guys remember we came on Saturday. We managed to spend the whole Sunday traveling or touring, and today is a Monday. Insha'Allah, we are going to tour as we head back home. If you remember so well, during our coming we used Bombo Road. Someone was asking me, Azhar, we used Bombo Road. Bombo Road is a road that has villages like Matuga, like Kagoma, like Maganjo, and that's where Bombo and Ruwelo is. So we traveled via that road and we stopped at Mijera. You remember the Total petrol station? Yeah, that's where we had our lunch from. I think it was around 2:30 because Mr. Shraim was bad on me. Shay, what is the time? I always have my lunch at 2. I think it's delaying. Don't you think I'm going to die? So Alhamdulillah, we managed to reach at around 2:30. So it was 30 minutes late for Shraim, not so? MashaAllah, but 30 minutes is not too bad. We had our good lunch and we made some beautiful recitations of Quran. Hafidh, you remember that? Hafidh is hiding anyway. And we made some recitations of Quran, and that is where we had our Dhuhr prayer and Asr prayer from. We had them joined and we as well cut them. We prayed 2 rakats for each salah. And Azhar was so much inquisitive. Shay, is this an act of people who are not Muslims? Some stubborn Muslims. You know, we have some sects of Muslims that are stubborn. So Azhar was confused. And Alhamdulillah, I managed to explain that to him. And we finished our prayer so well. Alhamdulillah, we continued with our tour. We went back to the car and moved on. Alhamdulillah, tabaraka wa ta'ala. At around 6. Was it around 6 when we reached here? What time did we reach here?
7.
At 7. You remember so well because you are hungry and you had even gotten Yoka Fanta Shurayu. Okay, so this is when we reached here at around 7, where we went to our beautiful rooms. How did you see the rooms?
Good.
Ziba new midday. Yeah, I heard someone complaining. Was it Raihana or Shuraim? You are complaining. Were they good? They were good. Eh? They were good. MashaAllah. Yeah, I saw you guys locking yourselves inside. You are fearing animals. Huh? Okay, MashaAllah. And actually, by the way, whenever I woke up in the morning, I would see footsteps of antelopes. Eh? And the other time I saw droppings of an elephant. The other time I was with Sheikh Maweje and we saw droppings of an elephant. I was like, did we have elephants around here? I wish I was awake to see it at night. Eh? So that's how we went and refreshed in our rooms, and we came out to do our Isha prayer, joined with Maghribi. Of course, Maghribi comes first and Isha comes next. Thanks to the Imam who has been so organized. Guys, clap for the Imam. Wallah, he has done a good job. Eh? And we normally gift people. We know there is some guy here, we owe him a gift. We know him, Shuraim, we owe him a gift. And to them, including another guy on that list, whom we should give gifts. That is our Imam. We should be thankful to him. He has not forgotten anything. He has led us so well, not so? Alhamdulillah. So he led us in Isha and Maghrib and Isha. We joined them during the time for Isha. You know, there is joining during the time for Maghrib and during the time for Isha. So we joined the prayer during the time for Isha. And Alhamdulillah, after that, we had a good dinner. What did we have then?
Chips.
You're sure?
No.
Chicken.
We had chicken and pilau. Okay, brown rice and chicken, mashallah, plus some salads. I think it was a good meal. Not so Azhar. Yeah, according to the guys I've traveled with today, Azhar looks to be more foodie. Eh? He's a foodie guy, mashallah. He likes food, and I'm also foodie. I like food so much. So I think we found each other. Eh? We are soulmates when it comes to food. Haira. Actually, you guys, there are two girls who are failing to finish the chicken. Asmat and Raihana. But Haira would never leave a piece of chicken on the plate. Mashallah. Tabarakallah. So we managed to finish all that, and we went to our beds and slept. We learned, I remember you guys, we learned certain things before we even slept, not so? Yeah, we learned certain things. We had acting, we had recitation of some hadiths, we had recitation of some adhkar. That's what I remember. And during the next day, that was yesterday. Which day was yesterday?
Sunday.
It's Sunday. Yo, I got you. It was a Sunday. It was a Sunday. So in the morning, we woke up for Fajr, Alhamdulillah, as usual, and we had our breakfast. What did you have yesterday for breakfast? I remember I ate 2 eggs.
And chapati.
And chapati. Oh, chips. Okay, slightly chips. Okay. We had Irish, deep fried Irish. All right. And what else? Salads, right? MashaAllah. I think it was a good meal. And tea. It was black tea, eh? Yeah, we had black tea. Majani. I think there was ginger. Who doesn't take ginger? You took it yesterday if you didn't know. So we had ginger with it. It was a good meal. And after all that, we prepared and we ran so fast. Our good driver, Yona, is a good driver, mashallah. I like the way he was driving. Who didn't like the way he was driving? I really liked the way he was driving. Let's clap for him. He's really a good driver, mashallah. And a good ranger. Yeah, I remember who was inquisitive about hippopotamus. Someone was inquisitive. Were you? Was it you? Yeah, I remember when we were there. So we ran so fast to get inside the park. Murchison. Some of you say how do you say that word? How? It's Murchison Falls.
Action.
Some of you say Murchison. It's Murchison. Murchison. Yeah, Murchison Falls, okay? Yeah, that's the right spelling. You all see the word, but then you still say what you want to say. The Bazungu say Murchison. Yeah, because it's a word from Bazungu, so we have to follow the way they say it. It's not our word. Anyway, so we ran to the Murchison game park to see certain animals. I remember what was the first animal we saw?
Antelope.
It was an elephant.
No, it was a monkey.
It was a monkey.
Baboon.
What was the first animal?
Baboon.
A baboon. I mean, when we went back, leave around the day one when we reached.
It was an elephant when we entered.
It was an elephant, eh?
And then
Okay. Anyway, so many disagreements here. I remember during the first day when we were coming, we managed to go through the Murchison Falls because it's the shortest route. Actually, Azhar was thinking we are getting lost because he was always checking the road. Shay, where are we? Shay, where are we? Then the next time we checked, we're in the middle of the forest and Shay, where are we? I want to be eaten by baboons. And I told him, no, this is the shortest route to where we're heading. So we went through Murchison Falls then the first day. That's when you saw the baboons, you remember it? And you saw some other animals by then. So yesterday, I remember we saw elephants, we saw giraffes, we saw baboons. Mention for me the animals we saw.
Giraffes. Black
Giraffes. Antelopes.
hippopotamus.
Jackson Atbit. I didn't know that. You told me that, and Raihana. So I learned from you. Someone talked of a cob.
It was me.
You saw the hippo?
Yes.
For sure.
In River Nile.
Me, I didn't see the hippo. I just felt it. You know, I heard the sound. I was like, what is that? Then our ranger told us it was a hippo. You know, you remember what he told us? He said those things don't have sweat glands, so they don't have a way of cooling their bodies. So what they do when it's so hot out, they go in water. Man, that life, think about it. They go in water.
She also a warthog.
You saw a warthog. What is it in Luganda? Ebizi? No, ebizi yobusiko. Okay, you could say ebizi yokutali. A warthog. Oh, mashallah. What else did we see? You forgetting? We saw a certain bird. Who remembers its name? The black bird. Eh?
So dragonflies.
Dragonfly. You saw dragonflies. Those are insects.
No, she does a dragonfly.
That girl's down who said it starts with the word.
Mr. Ranger, you remember the name of that bird? The black bird? Hatim. What is the name of the black bird? Honabel. Hornbill. Oh, we saw the hornbill. The way it was moving, man, it had swag, eh? You don't scare, just don't scare it like that. I like the swag of that bird. Eh? Who has such kind of swag? So you guys, muna muri bafala, eh? Sudai seems to have the swag, but then the way he was refusing to recite Quran, he lost all the swag. Oh, you are not ready, mashallah. When you got ready, you recited, alhamdulillah. So we saw birds. We traveled so far to look for lions, but we are slightly late. We didn't manage to see lions and leopards, so we didn't manage to see that. But alhamdulillah, we saw what we saw. You remember the last huge, big elephant? You remember the one we saw the down there?
So close to us.
I really like the look of that elephant. Wallahi, I'm not just saying. I like the look of that elephant. Who didn't like it? Seriously? Yeah, it was looking like a warthog. That's not a good compliment. No. The elephant was beautiful. The warthog is way uglier.
No, the elephant was looking at the warthog.
It was looking at the warthog. Yes. Oh, I thought, man, the guy is saying it was looking like a warthog. Man, you can abuse. But anyway, if he says that, yeah, it was looking at the warthog. It looked at it for so long. Eh?
Eat it.
But do you know why the elephant went to the waters? Because you remember it went slowly and it hid in the waters. You remember what the ranger said. What did the ranger say?
It was hot. doesn't have sweat.
Yeah, it was hot, and the elephant also doesn't have sweat glands. You leave it alone. Elephants don't have sweat glands, so it wanted to go in the water in order to cool its body. So you realize that, and that's why we should be thankful to Allah Ta'ala, because you see, for us, we can live anywhere. When you want to live in water, I saw guys enjoying the swimming. Okay, anyway, leaving that aside, we came back. It was lunchtime, right? Yeah, and we had our beautiful lunch. After lunch, we acted. Yeah, so here we learned yesterday, and okay, the 3 days we've been here, we learned something to do with movies, eh? Yeah. So you know what happens behind the scenes. Cut, action. What other word were you told? Compose, roll it. Yeah, roll it. Some of you would start acting when they say roll it. You start rolling it. When they say compose, some of you would start, because we are not familiar with the technical language used in movies. So alhamdulillah, we enjoyed and we acted. I pray that the movie comes out so well. Those who managed to be in it, alhamdulillah. Those who didn't manage to be main actors, it's okay, just qadarullah, and we all can do the same thing. You realize that, so we are not equal. Saba Allah atasulemu ekisinga obuki obulungi. So after all that, we went for swimming. Who didn't swim? I remember when we were leaving, some of you said, "Me, I'm not going to swim. Me, I'm not going to swim." I told you guys, you come with your swimming attire. You never know, things might bring out vibe. And some of you are not listening, especially my foodie friend Azhar. He was very reluctant with swimming, completely reluctant. We had some other guy, for him he was slightly sick, so he was in between there. Should I swim? Should I not? Should I swim? Should I not? Ibramarus Imam. But the good thing is, he came with his attire. He was like, okay, you never know, I could miss out on the vibe. And Asmat.
It was too hot.
It was too hot?
Yeah.
So you swam because it was too hot?
Yeah.
You didn't swim because you wanted? So you didn't enjoy?
I did.
Anyways, as we reached the swimming pool, some of these people just got chairs. People are dressing up, someone sits. Me, I'm just going to be watching. Even someone was telling me, "Sheikh, give me your phone, I record you." I'm like, no, I know you'll want to swim and you'll fall in this pool with my phone, so I cannot give it to you. So the guy sat. As we entered the waters, alhamdulillah. How did I enter first? Did I dive?
Yeah.
At first? No, at first I didn't dive.
And you were sitting. Yes.
I just entered and I pushed myself. Man, I like water. You know, I'm like a fish when it comes to water. That's how I enjoy it. And I trained some of you. But you guys are very hard to train. You're not physically fit. When you go back home, ask your parents to get for you gym membership cards. You do some gym. You'll be physically fit. When they tell you to flap, you flap easily. So that is, some of you, I'm telling you to flap, you're just swinging legs. You know, flapping and swinging is different. So, and these guys who had stayed outside, they started getting the vibe slowly but surely. Before I would know it, as I was asking me, "Sheikh, do I give out swimming costumes here?" But I laughed at him. I told him, no ways, everyone comes with theirs. Now, what am I going to do? I want to swim. He was always crying within his goggles. I told him, you can swim in your boxer. He's like, now, what will I put on? You can put on a plain panty, don't worry. So as I followed my advice, he went and put on his clothes. The next time I looked, I put my eyes on him, he was in the swimming pool. Some of you wanted to come to the deep end, but you couldn't. Some of the guys wanted to come to the deep end, but you couldn't. But with time, inshallah, just keep training. You'll be able to enjoy the deep end, inshallah. So that was the swimming, and we also had fun with the swimming. I'm sure. Who didn't have fun? I'm sure we had fun because most of you were complaining of time. 2 hours are not enough. But alhamdulillah, we finished the swimming and we came back home for our dinner. We came back for our give me your attentions. I want your attention. Where is Hatim? Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I know Hatim. By the way, I forgot one guy. Is something called hunger. It treats him badly. He doesn't like anything to do with hunger. That is Hatim. When he's hungry, even loses words to say. He just looks at you and he's like, for us, we are hungry. We just to act. But when it came to swimming, he wasn't hungry, mashallah, because he had just had his lunch. So now, when we came back, we had our dinner, you remember? What did we do first before we had our dinner? Before we had our dinner, what did we do first?
Went to bed.
We didn't went to bed. You're serious? When we came back, we went and refreshed. Then we prayed Isha and Maghrib and Isha, and then we had our dinner. After the dinner, we tried to do certain presentations of hadiths. Yeah, alhamdulillah. And we are going to do more of those today, inshallah. Today is the last day and it's the day we're traveling back home. So at Murchison Falls, we shall have some of you presenting your hadiths. Rayhana, you'll do your story again, inshallah. Who is hiding? Shiraim, you're hiding? Let's set up right. So you guys, have I lied about anything?
No.
What have I missed? You could remind me. What have I missed? Hatim? Huh? I forgot party. We had a party. Yeah, by the way, remember, we had a meeting. You guys didn't see a meeting. We saw buffaloes having a meeting. You didn't see buffaloes.
They had a party and they went in the swimming.
They had a party and they were swimming.
Mad.
Swimming in what? Muddy water.
Yes.
Yeah, I think the Wathog was the bodyguard.
No, the Wathog was the chief.
You are the chief? Oh, you're following the story of Napoleon. Eh? Have you read about that book, Animal Farm?
No.
Who has read about the book Animal Farm? Okay, you guys, when you go back, try to look for that book. It's very interesting. It's not so long. It's a short book, but very, very interesting. You know, the chief was a pig. Yeah, yeah, the chief, the leading party were the pigs. And they had a law that all animals are equal. But now when these guys became the rulers, you know what they did? They started enjoying the high life, and they wouldn't give these other people, you know, the horses, what are the animals, the buffaloes, the donkeys. They would not give them good things in life. And these guys, when they complained, you guys told us we are all equal, all animals are equal. You know what happened? These guys said, all animals are equal, but some animals are more equal than others. That's how they changed the law. Constitution. So sometimes when you become a ruler, you tend to be aggressive and agitative. Si birungi bw'obeera ng'oli ruler olina okuba nga bano bofugo bafaako. So kati ngenda bafaako mbeesonyiwe kuba mbalaba buli omu akwata ku lubuto. Since I'm a good ruler, ngenda kukomaawo. Wa hadha, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You guys have not clapped for me.